By the time you finish this video, AI data centers will consume more electricity than some countries use in a day. And the companies winning AI aren't building apps anymore. They're buying power. Everyone talks about prompts, models, and features. But AI is no longer a software story. It's industrial. Electricity, chips, land, water. Whoever controls these inputs controls intelligence. Global electricity demand from data centers is on track to more than double by 2030, reaching almost 945 terawatt-hours. The biggest driver of that surge? Artificial intelligence. Look at who's shaping the future. NVIDIA controls the accelerators. Amazon, Microsoft, and Google build the hyperscale campuses. Huawei races for chip independence. Saudi Arabia's NEOM is creating an AI city powered entirely by renewable energy. The infrastructure of AI is becoming the new map of global power. This isn't about market share, it's about control. NVIDIA owns roughly 80–90% of the world's data center GPU market, and that control extends beyond hardware. It's the full stack: chips, networking, and software. Each flagship chip costs $30,000 to $40,000. That's not a component. That's a toll gate on the road to intelligence. But chips are only half the story. The real bottleneck for AI is electricity. Training and running frontier models push local grids to their limits. By 2030, the energy draw of AI-optimized data centers is expected to quadruple. That's why cloud giants are moving upstream, into energy generation itself. In the US, Microsoft signed a 20-year deal for around 835 megawatts of nuclear power at the historic 3 Mile Island site. Amazon is making similar moves, negotiating small modular reactors, SMRs, and co-locating data centers next to energy producers. And in the Gulf, Saudi Arabia's NEOM partnered with DataVolt to build a multi-billion-dollar net-zero AI campus, powered by solar and geothermal energy. The message is clear: own the electrons, own the AI. Here's the pivot nobody talks about. AI is turning utilities into platforms and platforms into utilities. If your model depends on their grid, they decide your margins. Power is no longer just fuel, it's leverage. Export controls redrew the map. US sanctions cut off China from high-end GPUs, forcing local giants like Huawei to build their own foundries. The world is splitting into compute blocks, where every country that can't import chips starts producing them. If you can't buy the chips, you build the fabs. If you can't import the power, you rewire the grid. Forget cost per token. The real economics of AI are measured in kilowatts and megawatts. Between 2024 and 2030, data centers' electricity consumption will grow 4 times faster than global demand. A single AI training run now consumes gigawatt-hours of energy. Multiply that by billions of daily inferences, and you understand why energy is strategy. Step 1. Lock down chip supply. Step 2. Secure long-term power contracts, nuclear, hydro, or solar. Step 3. Negotiate grid access, water rights, and land at scale. By the time the app launches, the real moat is buried under the data center. Counties are competing with tax breaks and fast permits. A single 100-acre AI campus can anchor billions in infrastructure: power lines, fiber optics, cooling systems. That's why the AI revolution is being decided in planning commissions, not tech expos. We used to think innovation builds infrastructure. In AI, the reverse is happening. Infrastructure builds innovation. Whoever controls cheap, stable, and clean energy trains faster, deploys wider, and iterates more often. Power becomes permission. Grid capacity. Many regions are already years behind on transmission upgrades. Policy risk. Local water use and land zoning are new political flashpoints. Supply cost. With chips costing tens of thousands, frontier AI is now a rich man's game. Result: consolidation. Fewer players, deeper moats. Electricity demand from AI data centers will more than double this decade. National energy plans will soon have AI load as a line item. NVIDIA will remain dominant, but custom silicon will rise as countries seek independence. The winners, regions that mix cheap baseload plus cooling plus policy stability. Think Nordics, Virginia, and the Gulf. If you're building AI, your biggest asset isn't code. It's your power purchase agreement. Locking in cheap baseload power can cut your costs for years. Co-locating next to renewable generation eliminates transmission loss. Sustainable energy, sustainable margin. Utility native model. Direct partnerships with power generators, like Microsoft's nuclear strategy. Sovereign model. Nations building AI campuses powered by renewables, like NEOM. Vertical moat. Full stack control from chips to software, like NVIDIA. Each strategy builds dominance, not through code, but through control of physics. When compute is scarce and power is scarce, intelligence itself becomes scarce. If 80–90% of global AI runs on one supplier's hardware, the system becomes an oligopoly by physics, not regulation. Power creates monopoly. The anyone can build an AI model era is ending. Companies will turn to distillation, retrieval, and edge inference to save power. The smartest software is now the one that uses the least electricity. The new advantage isn't data, it's energy efficiency. Smarter compilers, sparse activations, and compressed context windows will decide who survives. The future of AI engineering looks a lot more like electrical engineering. Watch the PPA filings, they reveal where the next AI clusters will form. Watch substation projects in cold climates. Watch nuclear partnerships tied to hyperscale data centers. Those are the real signs of growth, not the press releases. At least one major Western city will pause AI expansion due to grid shortages. A hyperscaler will launch a behind-the-meter solar or SMR project dedicated entirely to AI inference. Governments will start tracking AI power usage just like they track oil and steel. We thought the AI race was about smarter code. It isn't. It's about who has the courage and the capacity to power intelligence itself. In this war, power replaces innovation. Because without power, innovation doesn't run. Follow MoneyGridAI next Sunday. How data became the new global currency.